Raheem with money, Floyd Mayweather here in London. Floyd, you know, you for a decade were the king of boxing. You drew the most money, at least a decade. The last decade, the biggest draw, and now, pull back, the biggest draw. And now in England, it seems like in your wake, they've taken the big fights. Fighters are coming over here to get money. Is this the new mecca of boxing?
It wasn't about emotions. We are the mecca. But we respect every promoter. We respect every fighter. Mayweather Promotions. The only thing we want to do is continue to build young champions, help fighters accomplish their goals, accomplish their dreams. We're not trying to step on anyone's toes, and we're not here to knock anyone or disrespect anyone's turf. We have some unbelievable fighters under our company. We're happy with how everything is playing out. And like I always say, you live and you learn. We learn different things every day. We still learning. And we're still growing.
You seem to be in the role of teacher now. The kind of promoter that you are, obviously, you want all of your fighters to be successful. But the investment that you've made in Javante, what I've seen today, I've never seen you that personally invested right down to the network of the fighter. What makes him special? What makes him different than everyone else?
Well, it's not really just one fighter.
You know, a lot of times we think it's just one. A lot of times we think it's just one fighter. It's not just one fighter. You know, I gave this sport myself. A lot of years of blood, sweat, and tears. You know, when I was pretty boy Floyd at 130 pounds, when I was getting so many explosive knockouts. You know, before my body broke down, everyone was saying that can this fighter Floyd Mayweather go the distance? Then, you know, when I got older, I started going the distance. Then they said, well, he can't knock anyone out. And I come to find out you can't please everyone. The only thing you can do is just go out there, fight, and just be the best that you can be in the sport of boxing. If you out there competing.
You said before your body broke down, but technically you're an active fighter.
Yeah, I seen it.
Come out of retirement from one fight. And people think you can still beat anybody, especially in the welterweight division. How is your body physically, and are you still training? Are you willing to fight someone other than McGregor if that fight can't be made?
It's only one fight. I think that makes business sense. You know, I came out of retirement because I'm a businessman when it's all said and done. And I want to give the world what they want to see. McGregor's a fighter, I'm a fighter, and that's what the people want to see. The fight fans and the MMA fans. And I think we can do record-breaking numbers. Do I think we can break me and Pacquiao's number? I don't know, but you know, only thing I can do is just keep my fingers crossed and just hope we can do it.
You seemed a little frustrated that there wasn't movement on that in the past couple of months, but Dana White and McGregor's made news saying that they've come to an agreement. Have they reached out to you now that they have an agreement?
Well, I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus because I'm a true professional. You know, like I said, I'm a lot older, a lot wiser. I can't sit right here and say that they're waiting on us. You know, I'm not here to say that. They're not waiting on us, and we're not waiting on them, and we're not waiting on them. You know, as soon as his side communicate with my side, and they come to an agreement, then the fight will happen.
You know, on the fights that are on the horizon.
And you know, when I pause for a while, because a lot of times, you know, we tend to rush and say things that we shouldn't say. So, you know, I like to sit back, take my time to make sure I answer that correct.
Have they reached out to you though, since they've got an agreement between themselves then?
You know, I have a team for that. You know, once my team comes to me and say, Floyd, it's a go, then it's a go.
If this fight is signed, is it number 50?
It's just another fight, you know. It's another fight that the fans want to see, and I want to continue to get the fans. I want to get the fans an explosion if the fight does happen.
You know, Floyd, there's a huge fighter here other than yourself. Obviously, you've made friends with Joshua. It seems like you guys are going to do an appearance together. he's considered, especially here, the future of boxing. The next huge star. He's making millions early in his career. Do you see him being able to carry the sport in the way that you did and bring the kind of attention to boxing that you have?
I can't really say because it's a lot of good fighters out there. There's a lot of good fighters out there. A lot of young, tough competitors out there. There's a lot of fighters going out there, giving the sport of boxing, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. They're working hard every day. You got Gervonta Davis, you got Badu Jack, and you have numerous other fighters. You know, I don't have to say fighters' names, but you have a lot of fighters. You have fighters that's not even under the Mayweather banner that's going out there working hard and giving the sport blood, sweat, and tears.
You know, even though you don't go by the moniker Junior anymore, Mayweather is named.
Well, the thing is this: it's not Junior. It's just I just want the fans and the people to show respect. You know, I'm Floyd. I'm Floyd Joy Mayweather, and my dad is just Floyd Mayweather. So there's a difference. You know, I have my dad's boxing name. And my dad just have Floyd Mayweather, so for years they've been saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. When I'm not a junior, I'm Floyd Mayweather and he's Floyd Mayweather.
But to that end, the Mayweather name has legacy, and you fight for that. And we saw in your home of Las Vegas a big fight with Canelo and Chavez. Canelo, someone you fought before. People expected him to come in and carry that Chavez name, or at least try. When you saw that fight, what were your thoughts? Were you surprised?
Actually, I lost money on the fight. I just bet the fight wouldn't go. I didn't think the fight would go the distance. I look at Oscar De La Hoya as a promoter. I think he's constantly throwing shots at me because, you know, he wants me to respond. But, I'm not going to even do that. You know, I wish Oscar and their company nothing but the best. You know, I'm here to help fighters grow, and we want the Mayweather brand to live on. You know, so I wish all those guys nothing but the best.
Is there any chance, as you say, Oscar's throwing shots, saying that you should fight the winner of Triple G and Canelo? I know those guys are much bigger than the weight classes you fought in. Was there anything you would even consider?
As of right now, my focus is helping Gervonta, Tank Davis, be victorious Saturday. You know, that's a task in itself. To come to a guy's country and you're a fighter, 17-0, 16 knockout world champion, to fight another undefeated top contender. A lot of things have to be going through his head mentally, but I think we'll be okay.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I don't have to say my fighter. I'm not gonna come all the way over here.
No, of course you think Gervonta's going to win your fight. I mean Triple G and Canelo.
I spoke on that fight before. You know, I leave that in the past. I'm trying to focus on my fighters and taking my fighters to the next level. You know, just in a short period of time, we made Mickey Bay world champion, Ishe Smith world champion, Badu Jack world champion, Gervonta Tank world champion. So we put guys in position to accomplish their dreams, and that's to become world champion and hopefully become a household name and become a pay-per-view star someday.
And lastly, Floyd, on that point, you're a boxing promoter now. You've brought your fighter to London. You've got a huge card here on Box Nation. Has being a promoter and dealing with these young fighters filled a bit of the void of not being in the ring yourself? And how have you found competition with other promoters? Has it been amicable? Have you butted heads? What have you learned in this sport from a different position?
Well, we don't mind working with other promoters. You know, we're not like the promoters from the past, and we're not perfect. You know, we're human. Sometimes we take shots at other promoters. I'm not going to just sit right here and say that, you know, I've been an angel, you know, because I'm a fighter. And with being a fighter, you have to have a chip on your shoulder. And certain days you feel certain ways. So today I don't feel like, you know, taking shots at a promoter. 3 weeks from now, you come back to me and do an interview, I may take shots at a promoter. I'm just being honest.
Thank you, Floyd. I greatly appreciate the time and the hospitality.
Raheem, I want to thank you. Yeah. I want to thank you. You can do an interview with me, or my staff or my team anytime. I just want to say thank you for flying over from the U.S. to come support this event. I really want to say thank you. And Saturday night, we look forward to giving you another
coming back. Okay, we got to go in the back.
Greatly appreciate it. Radio Raw here with money, Floyd Mayweather.
Thanks for the support. Thanks.